Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Good day, sir.
As usual.
I wanted to ask you, is Mikesh your brother?
Of course, we even look like each other. I'm the handsomer one.
You don't seem...
Then you're as blind as him.
You don't seem to be brothers.
Do you have a brother?
Me?
You see, you're not sure either. But I swear by Mikesh.
As I saw it, you just keep pissing him off about something.
Aye, that's what older brothers are for.
Really?
Oh, certainly. Unless that is those two brothers and their entire... Oh, aye. May the Lord grant Emperor Charles...
Right there.
What did you do before you joined GIİI?
Well, brother, everything. But I never stuck with anything for too long. I reckon I just have a kind of strange nature.
And isn't it because you always end up
Well, when you say it that way...
You never stop blithering, do you?
Unfortunately, my brother Mikesh was born strong...
Really? So you can give me some...
For free?
No. A 30-piece here and there, it seems to me that you're almost too clever. You must have been in a monastery, right, Kozlik?
Is that the question you meant to ask?
I want to know how much we have in common.
What? Did you also escape?
No.
But you didn't trade fake communion...
What?
And you didn't escape, dressed as a nun, on the abbot's horse with his silver...
Good, that's enough.
And it's such a funny story. If Mikesh wouldn't have had to take... But you know how it is. Mother Superior was...
God, really?
Aye, exactly. Man proposes, and God disposes. See you later. Have a good evening.
A tankard of ale, thanks.
Good evening.
Hey, I'd be quite interested to...
Now, how...
I don't know. Maybe a few...
Aye, but if it was up to me...
Wait, that doesn't add up.
What doesn't add up?
Well, isn't he older than you?
You see, he won't even let me enjoy that.
Younger brothers...
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
You know... I don't even know.
You haven't had any...
You're wrong there. I even knew...
Oh, aye. Every time something goes wrong, it's the fault of younger brothers or bastards. The whole world is built upon this simple truth.
Uh-huh. And can you give me an example?
Of course. Just look at what Sigismund is doing to his older brother, Wenceslas. Wonderful relatives. And they're not only pissing each other...
What did he do...
I tried to stay away as far...
You mean your brother, Kozlik?
Well, of course. He hasn't... So many...
Is it really that? But doing...
That fella could return. He also falls in love with...
And what about you?
Me. I fell in love once, but then that dream turned into an... So I got out of there. Women. They're a dangerous... You never know when the... Farewell, good sir.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Chibienka, Adar and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Zizka said you kept nagging him about that. Well, the lad taken by von Berkov at Nebakov.
You mean Lord Capon? I haven't made much progress.
Well, get a fucking move on then!
Bring me something to eat.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Excuse me?
Easy, good horse.
We'll see who's
Don't you
side
see I'm walking?
is on.
Whoa, whoa.
Greetings to you.
Excuse me.
Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa. The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
I'm Henry. Take me to him.
Ah, Henry. Yes, yes. Sir I'll let you in. Shemek will take you to the Lord. You're not the first to come to him to...
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Nars? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian... He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian...
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholding to Sigismund for their office, and some are work...
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants.
Divide et impera.
You are absolutely... Especially when everyone can see your problem.
The devil take that bastard!
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our mint master. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations...
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally some...
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas.
I'm pleased to meet you, Sir Martin. It's good to see that King Wenceslas still has support here.
I'm doing everything I can to keep it that way. You hinted at something, so continue. Convince us that Liechtenstein sent us a capable man.
Sir Gunslin,
Shimek? What's going on?
Mint Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let Vavar come. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room, take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavar's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me...
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable... And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured...
Threats? A warning. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to... If not, the king will hear of the serpent.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please, just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent. To cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's...
How dare...
Henry, kindly inform the royal...
The word is you're in league with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett. Together, you've been falsifying the mining records. 1/10 of the silver ingots disappears from the records and ends up in your pockets. That's a capital crime. The king won't let you get away with that, whether Sigismund or Wenceslas.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the royal mint master again? And with nothing but common slander?
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
I know about your account ledgers and the ones from Buresh. The real ones, that prove how you carried out this fraud.
You've made up those books. Or do you actually have them on you?
Of course not. Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away out of your reach.
Exactly. And if anything happens to us, they'll see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about Hermes Trismegistos silver skimming business.
So, do you want to chance your luck? Or come to an agreement?
Captain!
Sir!
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it. Do what I say. Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner is far from here, so I'll be standing in for—
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master. Wait, we got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to—
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in—
That's true. Intelligent people can all—
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you'll leave me and my—
You have my word.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know—
Spy on the king? You can't ask—
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and—
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us.
And don't forget about your—
I understand.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too. I've still got some affairs. I'm sure he'll be delighted.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon— Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion. Oh, I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid— At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets—
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a—
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did. And I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading—
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Bergov—
He won't. It's well hid. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until Rosa discovered it at the fort. She can best explain to you. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, sir.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it—
I know what to expect. It won't be the first time. And besides, I have a score to settle with von Bergov, and I doubt I'll get a better chance.
I hope you know what you're doing. I wouldn't like to be—
Don't worry, sir. I'm no fool. It'll be all— And if anyone wants to lay down his life for von Bergov, I'll grant him his wish.
See if you can do it without bloodshed. It would be nice to— I'll pray for your success.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until we look helpless, and it's difficult to find— But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and he'll lose a strong advantage. That would help convince some of those—
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even— Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll get Lord Capon out of my—
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on—
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough. How did you become—
I paid for it. When Malashov was vacated, then it was— There was still a person—
You can simply—
Definitely not just like that. It's not at all such a— It may also— And the king does— Nevertheless, and they— But I think we'll be established among— I pray that my house will—
Well, enjoy your well-deserved— What's the political situation in this?
All in all, Bailiff Plymel is also— And I tested the water.
Who sits—
Wenceslas forsook her. They're from the old— Martin. They either have— Or they just don't.
But they don't—
They don't. Compared to the old house, so they probably— But you're right. The thing is—
And what about Vavak?
He does, and they'll do because it's...
Thank you for...
Well,
And what about the church? You can see said lets money...
he does. First of all, the abbot is... And who do you think? Then there's a long...
Well then how...
But we have...
It's not like he...
Oh, he did?
Sigismund has a whole army behind him.
Do you think Sigismund... All he'd get from us would be a pile of... No, Sigismund doesn't need the abbot.
I'm glad we took care of Vavat. They outnumbered it.
If the worst came... But otherwise, after all...
If I may be so bold.
Not long ago. Back then, I saw things differently. I feared, and rightly so, that Sigismund... But I was in the minority. And even my son Venser, we quarreled a lot. In the end, he wanted to prove and that we... When an
What happened next?
More important, some French knight. He said he was a renowned military, and that it was his... I no longer know why or how, but one of the first things he did, it seems, and when the Frenchman... Only, the oldest and most... Of course, Sigismund, or... He had his own, and I learned where... But when we arrived, it was also... But I won't... It won't bring our estates. God be with you. Leave me alone, Henry. I have heavy thoughts that I need to deal with.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me.
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you. So, it leads to the cellars. But the outside, you can find the exact place.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtau, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads.
A wayside shrine?
Never mind. It's a big... From the shrine, beyond them are the remains of an old chapel.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, and now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. If you go the way the cross is pointing, that should lead you to a small clearing. You dig there, and you should get to the...
Shrine, chapel, crosses...
I like your... But there's one more. Getting into the castle is the...
You're right. Horse...
That's exactly what I was thinking. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about. No catch. Please tell Hashtau that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen...
You got it well figured out. Thanks.
You've done plenty to help. And now it's our turn. You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us. Papa would never admit it. But alone, you've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
I'm glad I could help you and your...
The pleasure is ours. But tell me, would you do it if you didn't need our help in return?
Well, I don't know if we'd ever have met under different circumstances, but one way or another I'd have helped. You have my word on it.
I hope your word carries some weight. At any rate, I also require some help. In a particular... matter. But you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me. And I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa. You are full of surprises, so if you do find the book...
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for...
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that...
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately. Find it nice and quietly.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. And take this, so you don't get lost in the...
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Christ, pardon me. Christ almighty! You'd dare hit a woman? Stop that! That's right.
These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
This horse must have cost pretty close.
Whoa!
Greetings.
Come and take your pick. You where?
I'll be right with you. God be with. Would you repent? Excellent. You made it.
2 days' walk from here. You have to hear this. Silver challenge, they say.
Greetings.
God bless you, sir.
Do you need help with anything?
I don't. But if you're not afraid of hard labor... Anyway, old Mach.
What do you mean?
Rumour has it some strumpet shacked up. As they say, if you want...
How do I get to the mill?
Head southwest. It's a huge mill.
Thanks.
Your property to your local church. Quick, before Sigismund's soldiers seize it.
I can't why. Thanks. I'm sorry.
Lord be with you.
What's going on?
Nothing much. If you look... Farewell, sir.
I apologise.
Hey!
Quick! Go! Da! Go! Quick! Da! Da! Go! Quick! Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka!
Damn it! Somebody help me! Help! Please!
What are you doing in there?
Thank God! You've got to help me! The miller's gone completely mad! He locked me in here! He wants to kill me! The keys will be in the hearth room somewhere.
Tell me, where exactly are the keys? I can't search the whole mill.
In the hearth room. Somewhere by the fireplace. Or on the table or a shelf. You'll have to look around for them.
All right, I'll help you. But you need to calm down.
You're my hero. Thank you so much. But be quick. Oh my God. Thank you. That lunatic said he was fed. You have to help.
Hold on, what happened?
The miller. He's always been so...
And he locked you?
He said you're 6 feet under.
Maybe he wasn't serious.
I know what he's... Please, talk and listen to a proper...
Listen.
What? You'd move!
Quick! Go!
Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka! Go! Quick! Ka!
Good boy.
What do you need?
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when I don't want to have anything more to...
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family.
Sakura.
That's what he told me. So you'd be sure I really...
Sorry for being a bit hostile, like. Good to hear that Sir Quinlan's... Give him my greetings.
Sure.
So, tell me.
I'm planning a certain enterprise. Something that the new Lord of the...
An enterprise?
That would be wise.
That's quite a lot you're asking. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. Somewhere a bit further from here.
Of course. The last thing I want is to... And the Ruthards promised to pay for the...
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, when you go alongside the rocks to the end, there's a well-trodden patch of ground there. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him.
Thanks.
You ought to. I wish you the best.
Quick! Ka!
Whoa. This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about. I'm supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well, let's see. The chapel directed me here. There's no doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing. Sick! A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. It's been here for a while, and they only took the best cuts, left the rest to rot. What a waste. Fucking poachers. Come here! Ugh. Tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. Now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it. Hidden and firm. Really smart. It's a good thing they did it that way too, so I didn't have to dig as much.
You silly doggy.
An axe to deal with the supports and the planks at the entrance. A spade and bucket to clear away fallen earth and free up the entrance. Everything's ready for escape whenever needed. The Roothards really left nothing to chance. Fuck, that's deep. I wouldn't want to fall down there. What do we have here? A ladder. In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Roothards' tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto?
Kuttenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us,
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, He incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. I'll keep HANS and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own 2 hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open.
A horseman, sir!
HANS is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What? That's not possible. That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart! Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. You better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of
He
here.
took a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Jeppo, I'll send Hyman to the gate. He'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Franz, run along back to the guardhouse and get some sleep so you don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
The rest of you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, comrade.
Vitek, that cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guests. I gave her the key, so I wouldn't have to fuck around with it myself.
nice in the hall. We won't disturb you, trust me.
I hope so. Now off with you.
Sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where. Wait!
What the devil are you doing in my chambers? Guards!
Easy, my lady. Don't be angry. Vincent von Kumberg at your... Unfortunately, we missed each other. But the guard told me...
Oh. Pardon me, Lady Ophelia.
I was originally heading to Kuttenberg, but it was getting dark, so I thought...
Well, you certain... But I'm sure you...
Thank you.
You're lucky, sir. We just happen to have a free room here for guests, which is all too rare. Sir Otto often has visitors when he's in the castle, which I'm sure comes as no surprise to you. It's late, sir, and you must be tired from your journey. I shall welcome your company at breakfast, not earlier.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet! If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Root...
C'est magnifique. Very...
And so far, the garrison has no... We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress, so I'll take you to that passageway. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I have some horses ready there.
Formidable. I call that an elegant plan. So, what are we
Wait. A passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit...
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What?
Let me repeat. It's not the chivalrous...
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but...
Fuck chivalry now. That passageway...
Well...
Fuck your opinions. No! Just no! I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? If I got in that way, we can get out, too. It's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman.
I can't... I'm afraid of... Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was stuck under the ruins, there has to be another way.
What other way? Any other way, and they'll be after us. Get a hold of yourself. You can do this. The bold Lord of Perkstein can't be put off by some hole in the...
I'd like to, but... It makes me rich just thinking about it. It's impossible.
Come on, Dan.
No. I can't handle it.
Enough of this shit. I came for you.
And I'm telling you, I am still your master. So when I tell you that we're not going... We'll get out of here some other way. Even if I have to knock down the...
Are you listening to yourself? That's complete idiocy.
Laissez tomber. Monsieur Chapon told me it makes him feel not good. We cannot go this way, and we do not have... Did you not say that Van Berghoff has left?
Yes.
And what about Hope?
I think there's a couple.
Très bien. But I think we could get there. Then you simply open the gate. It may not be the best plan. A time has passed. The fortress is quiet.
That's a wonderful plan. But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel.
I don't have anything for you.
I certainly hope.
Merde.
We don't have time to play hide and seek. And if someone tries to stop us...
Are you sure? Wouldn't it be...
Je suis d'accord.
Don't you two start again. Quickly to the horses, or to the passageway.
We don't have any weapons.
C'est vrai. You should go first. And,
Right then.
And how will you let us know?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch...
Agreed. Good idea.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any doubt, do not...
True. And if we don't...
Précisément.
Right. Go.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better...
You said you once discovered a dozen English spies, so you can surely handle one stairway.
I discovered them because I smelled them from a distance. You see, les Anglais stink to high heaven.
Then you'd better hope von Bergov's men stink like rotten fish.
Eh bien, I will watch the stairs if Monsieur Le Chapon so insists.
Thanks, Henry.
Très bien. Merde! Très bien. Now I will show you.
Horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Cape on the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
Huh? What's he waiting for? Open the gate. Christ.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
Oui, monsieur, you're surely brave. And fortune favors the brave. Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... Would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's troubling you, Sir Hans?
What do you think? It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Burgov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission?
True. Not everything went according to plan. Actually, almost nothing went to plan. But at least I finally got revenge on Istvan. That Horson got what he deserved. Believe me.
My Christ, you got Istvan! That's welcome news. No one will miss that fucker. Nice work, but I don't think that'll help me much with Hanush.
At least we know now that von Burgov was just hoodwinking us and has no intention of standing against Sigismund.
That is for sure. And you certainly outsmarted him in the end. I will bet that Sigismund will scold him more than Hanush would Chapon. Mes amis, nous sommes libres. We are free. That is an opportunity we must seize. I still have enough tricks up my sleeve that I will perform for Sigismund now.
But first, I'd need to get good and drunk.
C'est facile. I know how it can be arranged. There is one very pretty vineyard nearby. The owner has been my friend since the time I...
Don't start. Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen?
That's not what I meant, Bakalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard? Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is... unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes, but we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher. Lord Capon, you should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Yeah!
of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now...
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zhishka is actually our ally.
Zhishka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky. It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabosh. Why Rabosh? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Favak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Can we go to Rabosh with you? We could certainly use a drink, a bite to eat, and a comfortable bed.
I wish I could say yes, son, but the City Council Assembly is a big opportunity. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away, and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there?
I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it? Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance!
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.